Welcome to our last lesson of Tuesday. So today we are going to do our story time. Me and Marcus are here to do our story time. And today our story is all about patience. So it is called Croc Needs to Wait, a book all about patience. Now, patience is about waiting our turn and waiting for others and not always thinking we have to have what we want now. So we are going to have a read of our story and see why Croc needs to wait. Are we ready? You ready, Marcus? Listening? So, we open our book. Croc was very impatient. On the day of Giraffe's birthday party, she kept asking her mum if it was time to go yet, but her mum said she would just have to be patient and wait. Mum's doing the hoovering and Croc is in a hurry. On Monday, Miss Bird asked everyone what they had done at the weekend. She said they had to take turns to speak, but Croc was too excited waiting her turn. She kept interrupting Miss Bird. Miss Bird got cross. She said it was rude to interrupt someone when they were speaking, which we know in our class we put our hands up, don't we? In the maths lesson, Miss Bird told everyone to add up their sums carefully. She told them not to rush. But Croc loved doing sums. She wanted to see how fast she could do them. She forgot to add them up carefully and she got them all wrong. We know we have to take our time when doing things carefully, don't we? At playtime, it was raining. Everyone had to stay inside and play board games. Croc loved board games, but she got too impatient to wait for her turn. Uh-oh, what's happened? When it was Monkey's turn, Croc grabbed the dice instead. Worse still, she knocked over the board by accident. Everyone was cross with Croc for spoiling the game because she was just rushing too much. After playtime, Miss Bird asked Croc and Hippo to colour in a picture. Hippo coloured really carefully. He kept in the edges, but Croc was impatient to finish the picture. She didn't keep in the edges at all. Look, she's just scribbling. Miss Bird said it was not neat enough to go on the wall. Hippo was upset. He said Croc should have been more patient. Oh dear, he's ruined Hippo's picture. The next day, Miss Bird said they were going to make clay pots for their parents. She said they must wait for the pots to dry before painting. We all know that we have to wait for things to dry before we do it, don't we? It's like when you do your paintings, to wait before we take them home. But Croc was so pleased making a pot for her mum that she didn't take her time. She rushed it. Her pot ended up a very odd shape. Croc didn't wait for the pot to dry before she painted it. All the paint ran off the pot and made a mess. Croc was sad. Look at the big mess it's made. Not good. Croc went to see Miss Bird. Miss Bird asked her what she should have done. Croc thought about it. She said she should have taken her time. She said she should have been patient. She said she should have waited for the pot to dry before she painted it. Miss Bird said it was better to be patient and careful than to rush and spoil things. Croc said she would try and be more patient in the future. Afternoon, Miss Bird said they were all going to make model boats to sail in the school pond. She said they had to work in pairs. Croc wanted to work with Hippo. Hippo was worried. He said Croc had to work carefully. Croc promised that she would. Miss Bird gave everyone the instructions to read. She said they had to take turns to do each job. Do you think Croc's gonna wait, or do you think she'll rush? Hopefully she'll wait this time. Croc and Hippo worked really hard. Croc tried hard to be patient. She read the instructions carefully to Hippo. She sorted out the wooden shapes carefully. She waited patiently while Hippo glued the shapes together. They both waited patiently for the glue to dry. Looks like they're having a little sing there. Then Croc painted the boat. She took her time and painted it really well. She and Hippo waited for the paint to dry. Last of all, Croc waited patiently while Hippo put the sail on the boat. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Nice and neat. Everyone took their boats to the pond. All the boats sailed well, but Croc's and Hippo's boat sailed the best of all. Croc was very pleased. She told Miss Bird that it was much better to be patient than to rush things and spoil them. Hippo said it was much nicer to work with someone who was patient. Look at all the lovely boats on the pond. They're all racing, aren't they? So, as you can see, when Croc was patient, her boat did a really good job in the race. Because if we rush things, like when she was rushing her pots, it got all ruined, didn't it? So, and she was really sad. So sometimes we just have to be patient. We have to wait for paint to dry. We have to wait till it's our turn and put our hand up. And we have to listen really carefully and also let others have a go. Because look here, Croc wasn't letting anyone else have a go at the game. They were a bit sad. And that's not showing good friendship either, is it? And we show really good friendship in our school. I know that with my friends here in my class, we always take turns. So Marcus has had a turn today with the story, and maybe Leo will have a turn tomorrow. It's all about taking turns and being patient, listening. That's why we put our hands up in our class, don't we? Super. Now, we will see you all tomorrow. We hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and we look forward to welcoming you back for our learning tomorrow. See you later.